Welcome to EFT Enchantress. We're gonna have a little tapping circle today, but whether you're here live, whether you're catching the replay, I invite you to simply let yourself land here. Can you let yourself melt into your body, melt into our space? If you've never come to tap with me before, I really treat these tappings like we're sitting in a meadow somewhere, connecting with ourselves, with the earth, with each other. Hi, beautiful. So good to see you. So before we drop into the tapping, I invite you, if it feels good, to simply close your eyes or soften your gaze downward. And I invite you to simply allow yourself to ground in, land here, maybe sink back in your chair, wherever you may be sitting. And I invite you to simply notice the texture of your breath. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Hello, beauties. And exhale. Sigh it out. Let it go. Another breath in. And on your exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One more breath together, breathing all the way down and into your belly. On your exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And just for another moment, I invite you to just connect to your surroundings. Perhaps noticing the support beneath you, the bed, the chair, the ground, the earth. Noticing the way the earth holds you and supports you. Noticing the sound of your breath. And noticing your inner landscape. How do you feel when you check in with your heart? How's your heart when you check in with your body? How's your body when you check in with your mind and your thoughts? How is your mind? And just letting it all begin to melt into this present moment. Hello, beauty. So good to see you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. As always, if you would like to drop in the comments for those that are here live for our replay, mermaids, angels, hoes as well, feel free to drop in the comments and let us know if there were 1 or 2 or 3 words that describe what is present for you, what is alive for you, how you're feeling. Drop it in the comments, and can you be in the practice of letting yourself be seen, no matter how you feel. Hello, beautiful. I love the grapes. Ooh, I like that idea as well. Or drop some emojis that describe how you feel. Because for those of you that might be new to EFT tapping, one of the greatest gifts of EFT tapping or emotional freedom technique is to really take inventory, 1, of how you're feeling and how you're actually doing under the surface, and 2, to clear any energetic blockages, any stagnant emotions that are arising, not to overtake you, but because they're ready to be released. And also to install, to anchor in what you want to feel, what you want to experience. So drop in the comments, let us know how you are, what is present, what is alive, 1 or 2 or 3 words. Even when I ask myself that question, I feel really excited. There's a lot of beautiful magic happening behind the scenes that I'm really excited to share about. I feel a little bit scattered, not in a bad way though, more of in a, there are so many beautiful projects and transitions and shifts happening, and I'm finding my footing, my grounding, and lastly, I feel really accomplished. And so I invite you to tune into how you're feeling for yourself as well. And for our theme today, we're tapping on voice activation, opening your throat, unleashing the most honest, outrageously you self-expression, accessing the full volume of your voice. And I asked this question on my Instagram stories maybe a few days ago, but even imagining as if your voice had a dial like those old school boom boxes that we had back in the 90s, right? And if if that dial was a 0 to a 10, 0 being accessing my most liberated self-expression feels really fucking hard right now, Michelle. I feel stifled. I feel like it's not safe to fully unleash my voice. 10 being, which I can say anything to anyone. It doesn't matter who is in the room. I am self-expressed. Knowing that this number very well might change in an hour, tomorrow, the next day. But I invite you to tune in. If it helps even to close your eyes and just imagine this dial on your throat. And you could turn the dial. Where is that dial at in this particular moment? How safe do you feel to express yourself freely and fully, courageously, bravely? You can drop the number into the comments or simply take inventory for yourself. When I tune in, I feel like an 11 out of 10 today. I've done a lot of tapping and breath work and dance today, so I'm feeling connected and dropped in. But and if, let's say, that number is below a 10, I invite you to consider, if it's not a 10 out of 10, I feel safe to be fully self-expressed. What gets in the way? Is there anything that holds you back from being your most expressed, authentically you self? Whether that's the people-pleasing persona, the fear of, what if I express myself? What if I speak my truth and somebody gets hurt? What if that makes me a bad person? I know that's been a really big one for me to navigate. The fear of, if I express myself fully and somebody is hurt as a result of that, then that's my fault and I need to take responsibility and I need to be responsible for everyone's emotions on the planet. And it's like, no, we are not responsible for doing the emotional labor for other people, right? Or maybe it's your true essence goes against the culture or your religion that you grew up with, and literally being true to yourself feels like a betrayal to your bloodline. It's another one I've experienced and I've seen in a lot of my clients, right? Whether it's your culture, your heritage, where you come from, the true essence of who you are goes against those cultural norms. It can feel so scary to unearth the essence of who you really are when you feel like you're trapped in these boxes of, but it has to look like this. My expression has to be this way. Whatever it might be. So feel free to drop anything in the comments that is coming through for you. One last thing that's dropping through is even, I say block in quotation marks because sometimes it's just a perception that we have, right? In the same way, the way we perceive other people is often how we experience them. The way we perceive ourselves deeply influences how we experience ourselves, our own expression, our own voices, right? And if you think about, for me, as an example, for a long time, I struggled to love my body. I struggled to love my skin. I felt really self-conscious about the way I looked. And as a result, I didn't feel safe to be visible. I didn't feel safe to be seen, right? Sometimes these pockets of being scared of being visible, they can be so deeply rooted in our life experiences and the things that we've been through. So I invite you to just simply consider once again, if it doesn't feel like a 10 out of 10, fuck yes, I can be whoever I want. I can say whatever I want. Why not? And with that, let's just drop right into our tapping. So for those of you who might be new to tapping, I'll just go over the points. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Jessica. I'm just going to go over the points really quickly. So we're going to begin by tapping on the side of the hand point. And then we're going to move to inner eye, which is right here next to your eyebrows. We're going to move to the outer eye, underneath the eye, underneath your nose, on your chin, heart space, around your collarbones, underneath your arm. If you wear a bra, kind of where that natural bra line would fall. And then we're going to move to the top of your head. And we're just going to do several rounds of EFT tapping that way. Hello, if you're just dropping in, we're about to start tapping. We're going to drop right in, so feel free to drop right in with us. And I invite you to simply allow my voice to be your guide. I'm really tuning into our collective consciousness here, and what is present and alive, not only for those of you that are here live, but also for those of you that are going to be tuning in for the replay. And if there's any last thoughts you want to share, feel free to drop them in the comments. Same goes for our replay mermaids, aliens, witches. Feel free to drop in the comments and practice letting yourself be seen. So if you're ready, we're going to go ahead and start tapping on the side of the hand point. And if it feels good, you might close your eyes and really allow my voice to guide you. If it feels better to have your eyes open as you follow along, keep them open. But as you tap on the side of your hand here, I invite you to let that be a signal to your body that it's safe to soften and simply allow yourself to receive whatever healing might be here for you to receive. As you tap on the side of your hands, can you take a deep breath in? Exhale, sigh it out. Make any noise. Beautiful. Go ahead and soften. We're just going to tap on what feels alive. So even though sometimes it feels so fucking hard to be true to myself and to speak up and say what I have to say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes this people-pleasing persona, this pressure to be palatable and agreeable to everyone else in the room is so fucking exhausting, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though there have been a lot of moments in my life where I've walked away from myself, or turned my back on myself, or silenced myself, and all I really wanted to do was speak up, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Go ahead and take another deep breath. Sigh it out and bring your tapping to your inner eye. This pressure to people please and make sure that everyone else in the room gets to feel cozy and comfortable. Tapping on your outer eye. This fear that if I were to express the full depth of my truth, someone else out there might get hurt. And that would make me a bad person. Tapping underneath your eye. This fear that if I express myself fully and freely, I'm going to offend the people that I love. Tapping under your nose. And the part of me that's afraid if I show my true colors and embrace all of who I really am, it might threaten my relationships, or I might lose love. Tapping on your chin. This pressure to be the person that everyone else expects me to be. And tapping on your heart space. The smart one, the nice one, the good girl. Whatever it might be for you, these labels that I've been wearing for all of my life for so long that aren't even truly me. Tapping under your arm. In this moment, I'm recognizing the weight of all of these labels I've been wearing. The weight on my shoulders, the weight on my heart space, the weighing on my mind. Tapping on the top of your head. All of the moments that I felt silenced, or that I chose silence because it felt safer to sit down and keep my mouth shut. Tapping on your inner eye. In this moment, even if it feels good to call your inner child into the room, your inner teenager into the room. Tapping on your outer eye. For all these moments, these younger versions of me had to fit the mold or shove themselves into these boxes that never really fit. Tapping under your eyes for all the moments I simply made myself small because it felt like it was the one thing that was going to keep me safe or make the bad things stop. Tapping under your nose, I'm choosing to send love to these moments, to these parts of me. Tapping on your chin and remind myself that I'm the wise adult in the room now. And it's safe for me to be as bold, shiny, loud, soft, sensitive, honest as I desire to be. Tapping on your heart space. Taking a breath, letting out a sigh. Noticing any parts of you that may be experiencing any resistance. Noticing if you notice your mind begin to wander off. Can you reorient yourself in the present moment? And feeling the tapping on your heart space as if you're knocking on the doors of your heart, the doors of your body. Commanding your full presence, your full attention to this moment, to this healing, to these nutrients. And tapping under your arm. We're just gonna go a few more rounds. In this moment, I'm choosing to see love's perspective. Tapping on the top of your head, I'm choosing to see my higher self's perspective. Tapping on your inner eye, that in this lifetime, that in this season, this era, tapping on your outer eye, it is safe to receive the gift of my own medicine. Tapping under your eye, and it's safe to let that medicine ripple out into the world and fall wherever my nutrients are needed. Tapping under your nose. And just as the sun shines brightly without apology, tapping on your chin, even though sometimes people get sunburned or certain plants on the earth get parched as a result of the brightness of the sun. Tapping on your heart space. I'm not meant to dim my light simply because some other people's shadows can't survive in it. Tapping under your arm. I am meant to shine so brightly and let my nutrients fall where they may, wherever they're needed. Tapping on the top of your head. It's not my responsibility to micromanage other people's perception of me. Tapping on your inner eye. It is not my responsibility to handle other people's emotions that they experience as a result of my truest expression. Tapping on your outer eye. My responsibility is to myself, my own soul, my inner child. Tapping under your eyes. And in this moment, I'm accessing the eye of the storm, the place within myself that holds the deepest current of peace. Tapping under your nose, I'm remembering the truth that when I am true to myself, when I speak up, when I use the full fucking volume of my voice, tapping on your chin, it's not only medicine to my own soul. Tapping on your heart, it's medicine for the planet. It's medicine for Mother Earth. It's medicine for all of my soul people around the world. Tapping under your arm. And I'm choosing to shift my focus to all of the beauty and magic in the air when I dare to use the full volume of my voice. We're just gonna go one more round. Seeing if you can surrender into your body just 10% more. And as you tap on the top of your head, I invite you to imagine as if your crown chakra could swing open to the ethers, to the cosmos. And I invite you to envision a beautiful healing golden light beginning to pour down and into your crown, like liquid gold pouring down and over your mind as it starts to clear any blocks, any unhelpful thoughts, any old stories or beliefs that you're ready to let go of. Tapping on your inner eye, bringing that golden light down and into your third eye, clearing any cobwebs that have been blocking your sight, the part of you that knows the way, your intuition, feeling it deepen. Tapping on your outer eye. It is safe for me to trust my voice. Tapping underneath your eye. It is safe for me to trust my sight. Tapping under your nose. And from this moment forward, I'm casting aside the dynamics of playing small. Tapping on your chin. The dynamics of fear and holding myself back. And tapping on your heart space, allowing that healing golden light to pour down and into your throat chakra, clearing any cobwebs, any dust out of your throat as you reconnect with the full depth of your voice. And just for another moment, tapping on your heart space, letting that healing light pour down and into your heart, like it can just wash away any remaining chips of armor you've been wearing around your heart, anything that's been constricting you, letting it fall away. And tapping underneath your arm, sending that healing light down and into your solar plexus, your portal of courage, down and into your sacral, down and into your root. And starting to slow down your tapping, maybe bringing your tapping to any part of your body that's craving your touch. Maybe tapping on your throat as if you're knocking on the doors of your vocal cords, whispering to them, it's safe to wake up. It's safe to come alive. It's safe to be heard. It's safe to be seen. It's safe to receive the gift of my own enoughness. And to close out your tapping, I invite you to simply begin to bring your hands to your skin. And just start to gently brush over your skin. Maybe imagining if there's been any heavy bricks that have been on your shoulders weighing you down. There's been any dust collecting over your throat. Can you imagine as if with every sweep of your hands you are brushing it off? And brushing your hands over your arms, over your eyes, your face, your hair, your throat, the back of your neck, your chest, your belly, your pelvis, your legs. And just begin to brush, sweep, sweeping off any old energies, anything that's lingering in your field that you are just a fuck no to. Brush it off. Imagining as if as you brush off this dust, these cobwebs, you're brushing them back down to the earth to be recycled. Returning these old energies, these stagnant emotions that are ready to be released, allowing earth frequency to support you in alchemizing them. And as you feel complete in your sweeping, I invite you to simply transition that sweeping into a soft press. Pressing your hands into your skin. As if you're pressing the safety to be seen into your body. What do you want to anchor in? What do you want to press into your skin for every cell of your body to receive? And pressing on your heart space, pressing your shoulders down, pressing into your chest, your belly, pressing into your solar plexus, like you're pressing courage and confidence into your being. It's always been there. You're simply reconnecting with it, reconnecting with your power, pressing a remembrance of your power into your skin, pressing safety into your skin. And finally, I invite you, as you feel complete in your pressing and anchoring, to simply bring your palms to heart center and just begin to rub your palms together, creating a little bit of heat, a little bit of friction. And then whenever you're ready, can you pull your palms apart, feeling that energy, that attraction, and just spreading your arms out wide to the right and the left, like you're spreading your wings, taking up physical space in the room. And can you simply practice holding this openness in your heart, holding this expansion you've created in your being, in your energy field. And just practice holding it for one more moment. Taking a deep breath, and on your next exhale, bringing your arms to wrap around your chest. Just giving yourself a hug. Gifting yourself the full permission to simply be here with your own heart. Just pouring some love and gratitude on yourself for showing up for yourself, for this practice, for cultivating these sacred moments that make your soul purr. And whenever you feel complete, whenever you feel ready, moving slowly like you're swimming through water, allowing yourself to land back in the present moment, maybe bringing some gentle movement to your body, like rolling your neck, rolling your shoulders back, practicing sitting up taller as you straighten your spine, letting out any shakes, any noises. And whenever you receive that signal from your body that your eyes are ready to open, just slowly, gently blinking your eyes back open as you come back to our space. Again, taking your time, really being present with yourself. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I invite you to simply turn your light and love inward for a moment and just take inventory of anything that came up for you in your practice. Maybe you want to grab a journal. Is there anything you're remembering? Is there anything you want to remember, carry with you? Any wisdom that dropped in from your own heart? Maybe you noticed some resistance. Maybe you felt like it was hard to really connect to your body. There's no right or wrong, but simply taking a moment to reflect, noticing how you feel. And as always, feel free to drop in the comments. Hello, Jess. So good to see you, beauty. Feel free to drop in the comments, whether you're here live, whether you're catching the replay. Is there anything that you want to be seen in? Is there anything you want to celebrate? I always love to close out ceremonies or calls, whether it's with clients or group programs, these Instagram lives, with the invitation of, what do you want to celebrate and acknowledge about yourself today? Thank you so much. Oh, Jessica, my pleasure. Truly, truly my pleasure. And I invite you to be in the practice, whether you're here live or you've made it this far in the replay. Can you drop in the comments and let yourself be seen celebrating yourself? Can you let yourself be seen acknowledging yourself? There's nothing too big, too small. What do you want to celebrate and acknowledge about yourself this week? Drop it in the comments or feel free to send me a DM. And as always, if as you continue to integrate your practice, anything else came up for you, feel free to send me a DM. I always love to hear about the nutrients of your practice. So beautiful. And for those of you that love EFT tapping and want to take a deeper dive, I do have a program called 7 Days of Being Seen, and it includes daily tapping practices, short 5 to 15 minute audios and videos to help you feel safe to be seen, help you feel safe to use the full volume of your voice. That program is linked in my bio, or you can DM me if you're interested in the details. It's $77. All the sevens, all the angel numbers. But with that, I'm tuning in if there's any last pieces that I want to share. This live, if you didn't catch, was part of my EFT Enchantress, my free Instagram live series. And if you also want to EFT tap a bit more and learn more about the practice, I also have a free EFT tapping playlist that's available on YouTube. So if that's something you're interested in, just shoot me a DM and I will get that to you. All right, my loves, thank you so much for sharing your time, your energy, your presence. It means so, so, so much. Take good care, my loves.